So the new Discovery Tower is built, it's open, and I wanted to check out what it's like to stay inside the Discovery Tower. So come with me in exploring the tower and the little tiny room that I got. Check it out. You know that one's a fancy room. Just look at that door. That's got to be a suite. So the hallways have these two giant picture windows on either end. And you think that there'd be a view because it kind of implies that there's a view. But there really isn't a view of anything. You get a view of basically buildings and nothing. So kind of a little bit of a tease. But if you've ever been inside a Disney corporate office, it kind of looks like this. There's unusual wallpaper on the walls and always artwork that kind of suggests the different movies or scenes from the different pictures. And so that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from here. And if you notice, the arcs and the arc angles here seem to change and interchange from one part of the hallway to the other. As you walk down the hallway, you can see that they kind of flip back and forth, which is an unusual aesthetic design, and actually it's kind of expensive too. So that's an interesting artistic choice that they've done here. So I purposely booked, it's the cheapest room that came up on the Villa's listing on the website. Let's go see what it looks like, shall we? And let me tell you, this room does not disappoint in how small it is. You walk in and you are greeted with a normal sort of foyer area. There's not a lot of any decorations in this entry. You have an unusual design of a mirror, which sort of mirrors that mid-century modern-esque design. And then you walk into the room and that's it. It's the Duo Studio, and it is one of these rooms that's literally just this tiny room. You have a Murphy bed in the room. You have these ottomans, which are actually feet for the Murphy bed. These don't open at all. And you basically have what you see. You have a little bit of space, and you have a little seating area. You have your normal expected sort of counter/kitchen. And yes, it is this dark in here. All of the lights are on. So this room is especially dark. Roughly about half the space is bathroom. You do get a very spacious bathroom with you have a unique design on in the bathroom mirror. One taller, one shorter for the little ones, I guess. So that is a curious attachment there. You have a nice sink area, your usual space to do your business. And then of course, a pretty spacious bathroom and shower, which with your usual expectation of shower products. So what you have in a lack of size in the overall room, you actually get a lot more bathroom for the money. It is a newer design bathroom. with a lot of marble adornments and chrome fixtures with, a seating area in your bathroom for, whatever you need that for. And it's, it's new, so it's very well designed and it all kind of smells new and looks new. But, this is literally half of the space. You have a small closet area right next to the entry, which is really tough to open. And then of course you have your pillows and your blanket up here with a small space here for hanging stuff. You get your two robes here, which I'll tell you right now is a very, very cozy space for two people because this is a definite studio. I'm not sure of the duo part, but this is definitely a studio room. It's probably a room for short stays. If you're just coming in for a day, then this is probably going to be perfect. It's ideal if you're just here for a short period of time. One thing you always notice here is when you look at these notices that are embedded in the room, when hotels talk about rack rate, you can actually find what the rack rate is on this notice. This notice will tell you exactly what the true retail value is that they try to charge for this. Now, of course, this being a DVC room rather than a hotel room, you have a list of amenities that you have here and what's not here, as in this is a duo studio, so we see some stuff is not in here. But you will also see that, a lot of the stuff is not in here, mainly because there's no room. You'll also see what the additional housekeeping services are and the fees that they charge. So it's good to note these. If you're a DVC member, you can come here and see what those are all about. Finally, since this is a DVC room, you do get a little bit more amenities. So for instance, in this dark hole in here, you do have a microwave. And underneath the microwave are kind of ill-designed cabinets where it is very difficult to even pull this handle. But you will find your plates and utensils all available down here for your use. Of course, you also get your standard refrigerator, which is always useful. You come over here, you're going to find your safe and a little bit of storage area and 3 small drawers for your amenities in case you bring anything. You're bringing anything on your packing. Of course, just note also, you're also paying for one nice thing. Look, wouldn't be premium if you didn't have slow closing cabinet doors. Ah, yes, the luxury. The bottles of water and the plate of fruit here is not standard, so I would not expect to get these things when you book a room. However, this giant plate of Joffrey's coffee is, and you get this Keurig as well. So of course, you're used to the same kind of the same kind of amenities that you're used to in the other rooms and the other towers you can expect in this room. There are not too many plug points in this space, but you can find plug points on either side of the bed / couch. You can find plug points on either side of the bed / couch. The counter is also going to have plug points for your use. Again, not too many, so you got to move some things around. But also, what I find curious is right next to the edge of the counter, you'll also find some plug points right over the trash can. So probably good if you're bringing some appliances. You can have a space here to use additional appliances for whatever it is you need. Finally, of course, the view. We're in this is the 1014 room, so we're over in one corner, and this is the view you get for whatever they call it, a premium or deluxe view. Not what I would call premium nor deluxe, because it's very limited by the side of the building and by the side of the architecture design here. So you basically just get a view of half the pool area. It's not great. When viewing from a different angle, you get a bit more of the architectural design of the building itself, and a great view of parking lots. I mean, it's a fantastic view of a lot of parking lots nearby, and of course the walkways downstairs leading into the tower. On the floor it reads, "The bare necessities of life will come to you." And they are not lying. This is as bare as it gets when you're renting a room at the Disneyland Resort in the new DVC Discovery Tower, where you can rent the smallest room available. I think the rate I got this for was about $400, and I think I actually rented a studio this size for a month for $400 back in the day. So it's definitely a studio you can choose if you're not really planning on staying here a whole lot of time. There's definitely a distinctive Jungle Book theme running throughout this room. The artistry on the wall, the decorations are all reminiscent of scenes from Jungle Book, which is kind of a nice touch. In this tower, you'll see a lot of these different rooms with different themes, so each room will be slightly different. You get this paisley type pattern on the curtains, which sort of match the overall color aesthetic of the room. I'm not sure if I dig this pattern or not. I don't think it really matches with the jungle theme art, but I mean, it does the job. I'm not going to be in this room that long. All right, taking down the bed. Simple process. Just pull it out of the wall. And that's it. Then get the pillows and the blanket out of the closet, dump them on. It does come down a little fast if you're not ready for it, but once it drops down, you're good to go. If you want more than one blanket, you gotta call the front desk. They only give you one, and it's not that thick. Shh. Listen. If you don't like AC noise, you're not gonna like this room. The AC is very loud. And if you hear the refrigerator clacking, turn off the ice maker because they're both really loud. Check out the Duo Studio for yourself and let me know if this fits for you. Otherwise, you know the drill, like, subscribe, and comment on what you think about this video, and I'll see you real soon.